So yeah, to understand, like if there are pins which are having in 3 digits, so in case of like 146, so what it basically stands is the first 2 digit is the port number. So it's like the sixth pin of port number 14. Okay, so how, if I give the explanation, is that a port can have 8 bits, or it's a 16-bit microcontroller, but the port registers are basically having only 8 bits. So if there are 8 bits, hence the last digit can be a single digit for the bits, and the remaining bits will be part of the port name. So that's how you can remember the last is the uh, pin number. Yeah. Okay, so what we are going to do over here is that in our port we are going to make the second pin of port number 6th as output, and we are going to give its initial value as 1. So if you put a tick, its initial value is 1. If you don't put a tick, its initial value is 0. So we have made this pin number 2 of port number 6 to be output. Okay, so then what we do, we generate code. We like to save it. Okay, see the R main file, it is unsaved, so that's why it's asking. So yeah, we wish to save it, and you can do it like save all. Just remember the short key, control plus shift plus A. All the things are saved. We'll generate once again. Now it got okay, created again. So to highlight one point again, for each and every peripheral that we are enabling, like just like port, if we would have enabled serial or timer or anything else, so 3 files are basically generated. Okay, one file will be r underscore cg underscore port.c, then there will be port underscore user.c, then there will be port underscore port.h. So 2 c files, one h file. What these files are basically the code that got generated, like we made the port pin number second of the port number 6 to be output, and its initial value to be 1. So that code got automatically generated in this file. See over here, its initial value is 1, and the second pin is basically output. Rest all the other pins are not in use. So these are all the macros that are basically used. Okay, apart from that, this port.h, what it is going to have, it is basically going to have the macros. So these are some macros that are basically going to be used. Okay, the ones that we just saw. And if there would have been any kind of interrupt, so the interrupt ISRs are basically provided as a ready-made function to us, which are basically defined in the user.c file for any of the peripheral. Like if it would have been for serial peripheral like UART, so if we would have received anything and we would have enabled the interrupt, so there would have been a separate ISR function that would have been created in the serial underscore user.c file. So that is why the user files are basically created. So now coming back to the main loop, main file, what we are going to do over here is we need to turn on and off the LED. Okay, so to turn on and off the LED, I am going to copy this code, how to put high over here. Okay, this is high, this is low. Okay, no, this is not low, but if I'll put 0, it will be low. So to understand how this macro is named, I'll try to explain you. See, the value that was put for pin number 2, like this is port number 6, sorry, this is port number 6. The port number 6, in the port number 6, the pin number 2 is given output to be 1. And when you try to give the output to be 1 to the second bit, so the overall value that you get is basically 4, 0x04, if we talk about in the hex format. So that is how this nomenclature is. Now I have just put all the pins to be 0, but if you wish to like